Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry about the background noise. It's King Kaiser here. I'm with my bros L and N. N's making his debut here, and L has been on here once before on the first Mega Evolution segment. Again, sorry about the background noise, but let's continue. Last time we finished off with Mega Gyarados. So right off the bat, continuing from the list, Mega Aerodactyl. With the aesthetics. Garbage. Absolute garbage.
This is what I think happened in Game Freak HQ when they were thinking of making a Mega Aerodactyl. You guys, what should we do? You know what? Let's just give it a bunch of spikes, because of course spikes make everything badass.
Obviously.
And look, okay, honestly, doesn't the chest/belly look like a fucking expression? Look at it. No, you have a huge
Well,
nose.
the key part about these Pokemon are their stats. Again, nothing too important in its stats other than a decent attack.
And honestly, the thing is, you can just go with Pokemon like Mega Charizard X, Alakazam, and Mega Gengar, or you can even go for Mega Kangaskhan. So Mega Aerodactyl is just honestly not a very good Pokemon.
Next, we
to
go
use.
to Pokemon Mewtwo X.
Only available in Pokemon X, obviously.
This is one of those Pokemon I cannot stand just because of its typing. Psychic fighting, not a typing I like.
I never was, same here, I was never fond of the Gallades typing either, so this is just a huge bitch slap to people who got Pokemon X.
I used to use this in my competitive Uber team, but now I use a Mewtwo Y just because I don't like it. I don't like its typing. Other than that, it's a good Pokemon. Massive attack at 190, super power special attack at 154, and very solid speed at 130. All its stats above 100. This is one Pokemon you want on your Uber team.
And its ability, let's check it out. It has the ability, it raises speed each time the Pokemon flinches.
Not too useful. You're not going to flinch very often. But let's go on to Mewtwo Y.
And one thing that I feel like should be mentioned is the speed. Pokemon Mewtwo Y, if you're going to use a Mewtwo Mega Evolution, go with this. More speed, and if you compare the attack, because of course one is more a attack and one is more special attack,
You could just tell
the special attack is 4 more than the physical attack. So this is obviously much more.
But in the end, it adds up. 190 plus 154 is 344. 150 plus 194 is 344.
But I feel
But
like
the thing
Mega
here
Mewtwo
is-
Y would have, because
There is one massive loss in this. If you look at it, it doesn't make too much. Just 10 more speed on Y, 20 more special defense. But it's defense. The defensive difference between these two is something that's going to make Mewtwo Y less wanted than Mewtwo X. And in general, look at the stats. So next, Mega Ampharos.
in my honest opinion, I cannot see why people are complaining about its design. I honestly love it. What about you?
I gotta say no.
Honestly,
Yeah, I
it
can
looks
just see
like-
it putting on a guitar and like going to the next like big band concert. But
Nah.
first, good ability, Mold Breaker, very important. Secondly, it's typing, perfect. Electric Dragon, super resistant to water, makes it resistant to fire and grass as well.
Special attack is amazing.
But the one really sad thing about this is its speed. 45. You have to be kidding. 45 speed. That's just not something I want on my
And
team.
another thing is, if you would first look at its speed stat, you would think it would have absurd defense stats. Honestly, its physical and special defense stats are not very good compared to
It's not one
other
Pokemon I
Mega
want to use on
Evolutions.
my team. Next up, you got Scizor, Mega Scizor.
And let's look at its ability, of course, first.
Technician powers up the Pokemon's weaker moves. So if it has less than 60 power, it's good.
This can become a very good
Especially if
combination
you're
with
using
bullets.
Bullet Punch.
Yes, regular Scizor is already a huge pain in the ass. Mega Scizor,
And look at its
Not something
attack
you wanna
and
fight.
defensive stat. 150, 140. Plus a good special defense at 100. One problem, its weakness to fire is still there. You're just gonna need to find a way to counter it.
but if you are a fan of Scizor, and if you
This is one Pokemon you might want to
and if you hate getting bullet punched, I feel you. Amen.
Next, we go on to Mega Heracross. Ability Skill Link. I can't remember what this one does. I used to use it. Yes. Increases the frequency of multi-strike moves. The best thing I put on my Cloyster when I used to use it.
Fury attack can become a very good.
Cloyster, Icicle Spear,
Yes.
and Rock Blast. So, Bug Fighting. Massive attack at 185. Not too good a speed, 75. Defense is good with 115. Special attack is sad with 40. Typing is bug fighting.
There's a huge problem though. Because of the bug fighting, it has weaknesses to dark,
Fire.
flying,
No, it's super
fire.
resistant to dark.
Oh
Dark
yes.
is weak to fighting and bug.
Bug, it becomes neutral to bug. You have fire. You have psychic. You also have
No, I think that's it. You don't have ice.
you also have flying as well
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
which
flying is
quad
4
beam.
times.
Yeah, quad.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a Pokemon which I can't see being used too much because its speed stat is fairly
On
lacking.
the contrary, I think it's one of those you will see a lot because it's solid. It loses some of its weaknesses while gaining some, and its ability can be really useful.
But you need to think about this.
Yeah.
Its
Well, it's people
defenses
opinion.
are fairly
Opinion of the people.
lacking. The defenses are fairly lacking with its slow speed. This is a Pokemon which I only think could take out 1 or 2 and then die in a hit or 2. Mega
Well,
Houndoom.
next we got
1.
Houndoom.
I think it could take like 0.
Well, that's N's opinion.
Who, let's face it, people, you should completely ignore N's talking because, let's
He's an
face it,
idiot.
he's
He's
an
a
idiot.
little off track.
The thing is, guys,
Life.
the brain scan hasn't arrived yet.
Anyways,
What?
Houndoom. Ability Solar Power. I'm not sure what that does. I'll keep talking about it while we check. Dark Fire type.
Fairly basic.
Yeah. Boost special attack but lowers HP in sunshine. So something that doesn't go well with sunny.
Boost special
day.
but lowers HP. This is one of those Pokemons, if a last resort. Honestly, if you're
Not
low in
something I'd
Pokemon-
want on my team. Special attack of 140 looks solid, but there's a lot better. Speed of
speed-
115 is good,
Fair-
but you've got regular Pokemon that aren't mega like Greninja who can do better. So let's just leave it at
It's
that.
if you're going to use a Houndoom, I would stick with the regular version.
Yes. Next we got Mega Tyranitar with the ability Sandstream, which starts a sandstorm as soon as it enters battle. Rock Dark, good HP, massive defense, superpower special defense, awesome
Regular Tyranitar.
awesome attack, and solid special attack. The only stat that's lacking is its speed. You don't need too much there, anyways.
It's
This is
one
one
of the
Pokemon
best
I would want
Pokemons
on
out.
my team.
It's
It can be really resistant as well as attacking. So
I can see some stats with Stealth Rock, Toxic, very good Pokemon. Can take out a Pokemon 2-3. Good.
next we look at one of the Uber Megas.
And it's all
Mega
because it
Blaziken.
got that goddamn speed boost.
I love that ability. So it raises its speed by 1 level every time, so 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, and so on, up to 4. Its attack, already 160, solid. Its speed at 100 looks strong. Just needs 1 turn to get that up to 150, matching Alakazam. Its special attack and special defense are good. And so, okay, so looking at the time, we'll cut this off at Mega Aggron. Next, we've got Mega Gardevoir.
With the-
Pixelate, I know what that does. It just turns all normal attacks to Fairy. Next, Psychic Fairy, decent typing. I mean, it's the same typing as Gardevoir, not too much to say there. You're going to need some experimenting with that because that's a new type combo. And
It's fairly basic. Honestly, it's HP, attack.
its special attack is something you want. Its special defense will show solid and its speed isn't bad.
However, honestly, a dark type Pokemon can completely come in here and wreck this Pokemon.
Okay.
Like
So next we look at
Mega
Mega
Mawile.
Mawile. Not something I want. Huge power
sucks.
raises that's
I'll
yeah,
say it
N's
for
opinion.
you. It sucks.
Yes.
I've got to agree with that one.
In the immortal words of N, it sucks.
That's like his first true quote. But if you think about it, Mega Mawile, huge power, decent ability. It'll give it 2 times the attack.
However,
So even
honestly-
with an attack of 210,
However, honestly, if you think about it, it's a Mega Pokemon. You only get 1 Mega Pokemon per team.
you
and,
might want this only based off its attack. And with its effect, its attack is 210, but it's not very good for speed unless you're using something like Bullet Punch. Also, its defensive stats, other than special defense, not too good. Its typing combo doesn't show too much promise.
But
So-
it is nice that a Pokemon like Mawile did get a boost because let's face it, a regular Mawile
No
is
one
a,
used a regular Mawile.
Yes.
Well,
This I can see being used in the underused tree, but besides that, I can't see this using in OU or Uber.
so the final one for now, Mega Aggron. I don't know what its ability does, so while we check that, I'll just go over its stats. Highest defensive stat for any Mega, and I think any Pokemon, at 230.
Damage by super
Wow.
effective move is reduced by 25. Already compare the add that up with its
Massive 230 defense.
And this,
Also-
let's face it, this Pokemon is going to go down by ground and fighting type moves, which go
The only
down
thing
by
that's-
which are usually fighting moves.
Its attack is also pretty good. Its special stats are very lacking as
However,
well as
I
speed,
highly doubt
but
you'll
it is
be-
one Pokemon
I-
that you will want on your team.
I highly doubt you'll be using special attacks with a Pokemon like Mega Aggron,
That's
but
kinda
still,
stupid, but
yeah, it's still a
So,
very good Pokemon.
Hope you guys enjoyed. We hope to get part 3 out there soon. See ya next time from Kaiser L and N.